So the first card you have your past is the King of Wands. So I'm seeing that you've been a bit frustrated because there were some things that you set out to do, and you have started some of these things, but you weren't able to finish them. So it's really frustrating. You can feel that you really want to push ahead with them, but something's stopping you. So some of them you ran out of time and you couldn't finish them in time, but there were some things that you just had mental blocks about doing them. So it's like you knew you had to do these things, but you're procrastinating, and you had no reason to. You could have finished these things, but you had every time you went to do them, you had this horrible feeling that, oh, I won't do this now, I'll do something else. So you're procrastinating, and you're actually really frustrated with yourself at this time. Yes, so the next card you have your past is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about someone around you. And you've been wanting to ask this person something. But again, I'm seeing some procrastination here again with this, because you're actually fearing, you're worried about their reaction if you ask them. But if you haven't already asked them, I'm just seeing that you'll get a feeling soon when it will be the right time. And you'll know, your instincts will tell you when it's the right time to ask this person. And yeah, the perfect time will come soon. I just keep on seeing the perfect time will come for you to ask them, and you'll know exactly when this is, and you'll get a good result when you ask them. So the last card you have your past is the Nine of Wands. So yes, this is showing me that you actually knew that that wasn't the right time. So you have very good instincts at this time. Your instincts were telling you that this is the wrong time to ask this person. And again, you'll know exactly when this right time will be. I keep on seeing that. And I'm also seeing that what I'm seeing is you had two people around you at this time. And actually, one of these persons found you attractive. One of these people found you attractive. And I don't know if you realize this or not, but they did. And there was another person around you, and you were really annoyed by this other person, and they were annoyed by you too. So it's this kind of person that you just never get along with them. You're just so different. So you had these two conflicting things around you. You had one person who liked you and was attracted to you, and the other who felt the opposite way. But I'm seeing with this annoying person, you had to be around each other for some reason. So maybe there was someone you were working with, but you couldn't avoid this person. You had to see this person. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have your present is Strength. So yes. So, okay, so don't be angry with me, but I'm just seeing that maybe you could be overdoing things at this time. So maybe you're overeating, maybe you're over drinking, or there could be some other habit you don't want to be doing, but you feel compelled to do this thing. So just watch out for that thing. Just watch out, try and be aware of what you're doing before you start it. Don't go too far into it. Try and stop yourself. Try and do all these things. But that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing, that's what you're doing. So also I'm just seeing that there's someone around you. And this could be a friend or a family member. It could be someone you work with, but someone that's around you all the time. So you see them almost daily. Just be careful of this person, because I'm seeing that they're pretending that they want to help you with something, some opportunity, something like that. But they're actually thinking about themselves. So they could be trying to sell you something, or they could be trying to ask you to do something. So just be careful. I'm seeing something like some marketing thing, or some joining some selling thing. So it's some dodgy thing like that you don't want to be involved in. That's what I'm seeing. Just watch out for this person. This person isn't a bad person, but they're involved in this thing and they want to get you involved into it too. So yes, I wouldn't if I were you. So the next card you have your present is the Four of Cups. So I'm seeing that there's someone, and this could be your partner actually, or someone you're talking to in a romantic way, and you put a hold on something. You put a hold on something with them. I'm seeing there's a stop. I'm seeing a stop sign. So there's a stop that's been put on this, because there's some kind of behavior they've been doing and you don't agree with something they've been doing. So you're moving away from this, or you're stopping this, or you're not happy with this person, but you're trying to stop them. There's something about stopping and something about a relationship, and they're doing some behavior that you're not happy with. So But you still care about this person. You're still really interested in this person. You don't want to completely leave them, but you're really conflicted about this because they're doing something you don't like and you want to put a stop to it. I keep seeing this stop all the time through this. You want to stop them from doing what they're doing. And yes, there's another person around you as well who could be interested in you romantically too, but you're not really seeing it because you're just focused on this person and what they're doing and trying to stop this person. So that's what I'm seeing here. So yes, the last card you have your present is the Two of Swords. So again, this is about you, and you're not sure what to do about this person in the Four of Cups who you're trying to stop this behavior. So you're not sure whether to actually keep on battling to try and stop them from doing this, or whether you actually want to, move on from this person. But it's a big, big conflict because you do care about this person. That's what I'm seeing. But you're really unhappy about something they've done. So the first card you have for your future is the Five of Pentacles. So this can be a really, really sad card. But when I'm seeing it here, this is again about this person in the Four of Cups. So they keep coming up over and over again in this reading. So I'm just seeing that they're going to be feeling like you're pushing them away, and you actually are in a way, even if you don't want to, you are pushing them away because you're so unhappy with what they've done. And I'm just sensing that they're not seeing what they've done. They don't realize how serious it is, or they don't realize how much it's upset you, or they're not recognizing that they've done anything wrong with their behavior. So it's something like that. They're not realizing this. And there is a way out of this behavior. They can stop this if they want to, or they can do something about this, but they're not seeing this. They're very stubborn about this. They want to keep going with this, or maybe there's some habit that they're involved in that they find it very difficult to stop. It could be something really serious, actually, and they just don't see it the way that you see it. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have in your future is the Four of Pentacles. So yes, a part of you wants to hold on to this person, but you're still really, really unhappy. You're feeling unhappy with the way they were behaving. So you're just going to want them to realize and even acknowledge it a bit. You'd love them to apologize and stop this, but even if they acknowledge it at something, you want them to just acknowledge that they're doing something wrong. But I'm still not seeing that they're going to do this. They're not seeing this as seriously as you are. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have in your future is the Hierophant. So yes, again, this is about this person. I'm sorry, I just keep on seeing this very, very, very strongly and clearly all the way through this reading about this person. So this is a moral issue coming up with a Hierophant. The Hierophant obviously is a religious figure, so there's a moral issue. You have a moral difference here. This way that they're behaving is going to just highlight the difference between you morally. So you have a different idea of right and wrong than they do. And this is going to become really, really clear at this time to you. And yeah, I'm really sorry I'm seeing all this conflict with this person all the way through this. It's just very, very clear to me. And I'm seeing that eventually, if you have this huge moral difference, eventually you probably will move on from this person. But at this point in time, you're still going to be struggling with this. That's what I'm seeing there. So you've started, I'm seeing you've started bonding with someone or getting to know someone. And I'm just seeing this as a friend. It could be the start of a relationship, and I'm just seeing a friend. I am seeing friendship. And you felt a really strong connection with this person soon after meeting them. And I'm just seeing that it's your open and more positive state of mind that's helped you to get to know this person. And you've grown into this more positive state of mind because you used to have a more negative state of mind in your past because you were hurt and people did things to you in your past, but you've grown past that, and you're a lot more emotionally open than you used to be. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have your past, excuse my throat, the next card you have your past is the Wheel of Fortune. So yes, what happened in your more distant past has really affected what's happening at this time, because you really, really healed from a time where you're really hurt in your past. And you did the work. You did a lot of this work to heal yourself so that you could be in a good position emotionally. And that's why you've accepted this really close connection with this person. And yes, it doesn't sound like much to some people accepting a new close friendship. because some people do it all the time. They make new friends all the time and they have these connections. But some people never have these close connections, and actually they're quite rare to have that kind of close, instant connection with someone. And some people are even afraid of having them. So yes, it's very special to have that connection with someone. So the last card you have your past is the Magician. And this is another really good card. So this is next to this is also next to the Wheel of Fortune, so that makes it even more special. So yes, you're also really, really focused on something you're working toward. And you're probably still working on this thing I'm seeing. You're still going on this. And I'm also seeing that there's some stress around this because you're worried about the outcome. But you haven't let your feelings get in the way of this. You know, even though you're stressed and worried, you haven't let this stop you. You'll just keep on going. And yeah, this will lead to a really good outcome for this thing you're working on. That's what I'm seeing. So you really have a lot of stamina and a lot of drive and a lot of energy. And even though you're stressed, you're not going to let your stress get in the way of what you want. So the first card you have for your present is the Empress. So yes, there could be a new beginning for single people is what I'm seeing. So there's a new person coming in, and this person's a really quiet person actually. They're quite sensitive and yeah, they're a caring person. They're very quiet, and you might not notice them for a while because they're so quiet. But they're a really good person to have in your life. That's what I'm seeing. And you have newness coming in. You have a new person coming in. I just keep seeing that really clearly. So new beginnings with new people, and specifically this one person. And this is a special person. So the next card you have your present is the King of Wands. And you're going to be around a lot of people at this time. I'm just seeing people around you. You're surrounded by people. And I'm seeing that you're going to be speaking to a group, and people are going to be really listening and really interested in what you have to say. So you might be teaching, or you might be, you know, at a party or somewhere like that where you're in a group and people are interested in you. And you're going to be really eloquent, or you're being really eloquent, and you know exactly what to say at the right time. And people are listening to your knowledge, so you have knowledge about something, and people will be learning from you and just interested in what you have to say. So the last card you have your present is the Two of Pentacles. So for single people again, even though there's a new person around you, or there will be soon, I'm just seeing that you're not sure if you want to be in a relationship at all, maybe. There's this kind of, you know, up and down going with this Two of Pentacles. On the one hand, you really want love, and on the other hand, you're not sure if you're ready. So it's like that. There's a contradiction here happening because, you know, you do want love. You're saying, you know, I want someone to love. I want someone to love me. I'm ready. You know, I feel like I have a lot to offer someone. And then on the other hand, you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I'm not sure. You know, I'm this. There's something wrong with me. Maybe they won't like this, and I'll have to change my life. Or, you know, all these different contradictions are going round and round with this Two of Pentacles. So yes, I'm just sensing this unsurety and this contradiction going on with how you feel about relationships at this time. So the first card you have in your future is the Eight of Cups. So there's another card showing me that you're going to have a lot of mixed emotions. So yes, the thing I'm seeing here is for people in a relationship, you're going to be coming into a time where your partner's acted in a way that's hurt you, or they don't support you. There's a lack of support. I'm seeing that there's this lack of support coming from them, and they're not supporting you in the way that you need. And I'm not seeing you walking away at this time. You're not going to walk away, but because they're not seeing your side of things, that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like walking away. But you won't do this at this stage. You are going to be searching for a new way to deal with things. But it is frustrating because your partner just isn't seeing things in the way that you see them, and they don't understand that their lack of support is really, really bothering you. They don't see it as you know, as being as important as it actually is to you. So the next card you have for your future is the Nine of Cups. So you have more cups. You have so much emotion around you. And yes, again, this is how you're going to be seeing your partner, as selfish. there's this smug person sitting here with his arms crossed, and he has everything he wants, and he doesn't care, and he's looking straight at you because he's sure of himself, he knows what he wants. So yes, you're seeing this person as selfish, you're seeing your partner as selfish, and they're not selfish about everything, but on this point, on this situation of their lack of support for you, they are being selfish. They're not supporting you, they're not listening to you, and yes, you might actually walk away for a while just to be by yourself and just to be able to think about things and think about, whether you need this, whether it's worth it or not. So the last card you have for your future is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a fantastic card to have in your future. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Sorry about that. Okay. Yes, there's a goal, this goal that you've been working toward. It is going to be a success, but there is going to be a lot of work involved. So you're prepared for this work. You know that you're going to have to work hard for this. So please don't stress about this outcome. There have been some people saying some negative things about this thing you're doing. I can hear them around you saying, oh, what are you doing that for? And they're trying to keep you down in a way, these people. And, there's a little bit of jealousy. They don't want you to rise above where you are. But you can rise to wherever you want. Ignore these people. You're doing the right thing here. And the other thing I'm seeing is that for single people, this quiet person in the Empress card, again, I'm seeing they're a really, really good, really positive person to have in your life. So whether you want a relationship with them or not, they're a good person to have in your life. They're a very good person. That's what I keep seeing. So try not to lose this person. Try not to, hurt this person with your indecisiveness. That's what I'm seeing. Be honest, be open with them about how you feel. They're a good person. I keep seeing they're very, very good.